The wedding hall smelled like roses and lies. I was standing at the entrance, adjusting my cufflinks for the 10th time, when my phone buzzed. A single message. No name saved, just a number I didn't recognize. She's already married. For a second, I thought it was a joke. A stupid prank from one of my friends trying to mess with me on my wedding day. I almost smiled. Almost. Then another message came. A picture. My fingers trembled as I opened it. There she was. My fiancée. My almost wife. The woman I had built my entire future around. Dressed not in white, but in a soft cream sari, her hair tied differently, her eyes, not the same. She was standing beside another man. Their hands were tied together with a sacred thread. A priest sat in front of them. Fire circled between them. A wedding. My chest tightened so violently I had to grab the wall to steady myself. The noise of the hall faded into a dull hum. People laughed somewhere behind me. Someone called my name, but all I could see was that image. I zoomed in. Her smile. It wasn't forced. It wasn't confused. It was real. My breath came out in a broken whisper. What is this? The sender typed again. Ask her. Today. Before it's too late. Before it's too late. I looked up. The stage was ready. The lights were perfect. Her family was seated, smiling, proud. My mother wiped tears from her eyes. Everything was perfect. Everything was fake. I turned around slowly and walked out. She found me in the empty corridor behind the hall. Her lehenga shimmered as she walked toward me, her face glowing, unaware, or pretending to be. You disappeared, she said softly, placing a hand on my arm. Everyone is waiting. I didn't look at her. Are they? I replied quietly. She paused. What do you mean? I held up my phone. The screen lit her face. For the first time, she froze. The color drained from her cheeks. Her lips parted, but no words came out. Silence. Heavy. Crushing. How long? I asked. She swallowed. It's not what you think. A hollow laugh escaped me. Then what is it? She stepped closer, her voice trembling now. It was something I had to do. Had to, I repeated, my eyes finally meeting hers. You had to marry someone else, before marrying me. Tears welled up in her eyes. It wasn't real. I stared at her. She continued, faster now, desperate. It was just for closure. He was my past. I needed to end it properly. By marrying him. My voice cracked. It was symbolic, she insisted. It didn't mean anything. I shook my head slowly, disbelief turning into something colder. Marriage doesn't mean anything to you. It means everything, she said quickly. That's why I came back. That's why I'm here, with you. I stepped back. No, I whispered. You're not. Her tears fell now. Please don't do this. It was before today. Before us officially. It was us long before today, I cut in sharply. Or at least, I thought it was. She reached for my hand. I pulled away. Something inside me snapped. Too dirty, I said quietly. She blinked. What? This, everything. I gestured between us, my voice steady now. Too dirty. Her face crumpled. Don't say that. I can't stand here, I continued, and pretend that this is pure, that this is love, when you walked around a fire with another man yesterday. It didn't mean anything, she cried. It meant enough for you to hide it. Silence again, and this time, she had nothing left to say. I turned away. Behind me, I heard her voice break. Are you canceling the wedding? I didn't stop walking. You already had one, I replied. The hall erupted in chaos before I even reached the exit. My father caught my arm. Where are you going? The ceremony. It's over, I said flatly. He frowned. What are you talking about? I handed him the phone. He looked at the screen. And his grip loosened. Within minutes, whispers spread like wildfire. Faces turned. Smiles vanished. Her family gathered around her, confusion turning into panic. My mother approached me slowly, her eyes searching my face. Is it true? She asked, her voice fragile. I nodded. She closed her eyes. That was enough. No shouting. No dramatic scenes. Just a quiet collapse of everything we had built. I walked out of the hall as the decorations still sparkled, as the music awkwardly stopped, as guests began to leave in hushed disbelief. Behind me, a life ended. In front of me, nothing. That night, I sat alone in my apartment, still wearing my wedding suit. The silence was unbearable. Her voice echoed in my head. It didn't mean anything. I clenched my fists. Then why did it feel like everything? My phone buzzed again. Her name this time. I stared at it for a long moment. Then declined. Another message came. Please let me explain. I laughed bitterly. Explain what? How she stood beside another man and called it meaningless. How she played with something sacred like it was just a ritual to check off her past. I threw the phone onto the couch. But I couldn't escape her. Memories flooded in. Her laughter, her late-night calls, the way she used to say my name like it mattered. Was all of that real? Or was I just convenient? I closed my eyes, and for the first time in years, I cried. Days passed, then weeks. The world moved on, but I didn't. I stopped answering calls, stopped going out. Work became mechanical. Food lost its taste. Sleep became a stranger. And yet, she didn't stop trying. Messages every day, calls at odd hours, voicemails filled with tears. I made a mistake. I didn't think it would hurt you like this. Please, just meet me once. I ignored them all, until one day, I didn't. We met at a quiet cafe. She looked different, not just physically, but something inside her had changed. Broken. She sat across from me, her hands trembling. Thank you for coming, she whispered. I said nothing. She took a deep breath. I loved him, she began. My jaw tightened. But he left, she continued. Years ago. No explanation, no closure. I looked away, and when he came back, her voice shook. I thought I needed to face it. End it properly, so I could start fresh with you. And your solution, I said coldly, was to marry him. It was symbolic. She insisted again. I leaned forward. You keep saying that, I said quietly. But you don't understand what that word means to me. Her eyes filled with tears. It means everything to me too, she whispered. Then why didn't you tell me? She had no answer. And that said everything. I was afraid, she finally admitted. Of what? Losing you. I let out a hollow laugh. And what do you think happened? She broke down completely then. I thought if I handled it alone, if I closed that chapter quietly, I could come back to you clean. Clean, I repeated. Yes. I shook my head slowly. You didn't come back clean, I said. You came back hiding. She covered her face, sobbing. I didn't mean to hurt you. I know, I said softly. And that was the worst part. She didn't mean to, but she did. Weeks turned into months. We stayed apart, but something had changed after that meeting. The anger slowly faded. Not into forgiveness, but into understanding. And understanding was dangerous. Because it made me question everything again. Was she wrong? Yes. Did she betray me? Yes. But was she evil? No. She was human, flawed, confused, broken in her own way. Just like me. One evening, I found myself standing outside her house. I didn't remember driving there. But there I was. Her door opened before I could knock. She looked at me, like she had been waiting every day. Why are you here? She asked softly. I took a deep breath. I don't know, I admitted. Silence. Then she stepped aside. Come in. We sat in the dim light of her living room. No anger, no accusations, just two people, carrying the weight of what could have been. I still love you, she said finally. The words hung in the air. Heavy, dangerous. I closed my eyes. I know. And you? She asked. I looked at her, really looked at her. The same girl, the same eyes, but not the same story anymore. I don't know how to love you the same way again, I said honestly. Her lips trembled, but I never stopped. I added quietly. Tears fell down her cheeks. Hope and pain colliding. Then what do we do? She whispered. I leaned back, exhaling slowly. We don't pretend, I said. We don't rush. We don't lie to ourselves. She nodded, barely breathing. And maybe, I continued, we try again. Not as who we were, but as who we are now. Her hand reached for mine. This time, I didn't pull away, but I didn't hold it tightly either. Somewhere between broken and healing. We sat, not married, not strangers, just two people, learning what love costs, and whether it's still worth it.